How does your confidence grow if you talk to a stranger every day for a month? At first, the idea sounds terrifying. Talk to a stranger every day for an entire month? Most people hesitate at just the thought of saying hello to someone they don't know. The awkwardness, the fear of rejection, the uncertainty of what to say, it all bubbles up instantly. But what if you did it anyway? What if for 30 straight days, you challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone and connect with someone new every single day? On day one, you're not confident, you're cautious. You might walk past 5 people before even attempting to speak. Your heart races. You overthink everything. What if they ignore you? What if you mess up? But then you find someone who seems open, you muster the courage, and you say, "Hey, I really like your jacket," or "Do you know a good coffee place around here?" And something incredible happens. They smile. They respond. They talk back. That moment is small, but it breaks something open inside you. You just did something uncomfortable, and you survived. By day 3 or 4, the fear doesn't vanish, but it softens. You start noticing that most people aren't hostile. They're just in their own heads, like you were. Some are even grateful that someone reached out. You start realizing how rare it is for people to talk face-to-face anymore. Everyone's on their phones, behind screens, heads down. And yet, humans are wired for connection. So when you initiate a simple conversation, it often lights something up in them, too. That shared spark creates a strange kind of energy. And that energy feeds your confidence. After a week, something subtle shifts. You stop rehearsing your words so much. You stop worrying about sounding cool or clever. You just talk. You ask questions. You listen. You make eye contact. And you begin to realize that the conversations aren't just about building confidence. They're teaching you about people, about body language, emotional tone, social rhythms. You become more observant, more present. Your social intelligence quietly levels up without you even noticing. By week 2, you walk differently. You carry yourself with a little more ease, a little more self-trust. You've had a dozen small wins, a dozen moments where your fear said, "Don't," and you said, "Do it anyway." That repetition rewires your brain. What once felt dangerous starts to feel normal. What once triggered anxiety now feels like an opportunity. You're not chasing validation. You're building self-respect, one conversation at a time. You also start to notice the ripple effect. Maybe you speak more confidently in meetings. Maybe you're quicker to voice your opinion. Maybe you're smiling more, holding eye contact longer, or standing taller without even thinking about it. The practice of talking to strangers isn't just about those strangers. It's about how it changes the way you see yourself. Every interaction becomes proof that you're capable, adaptable, and worthy of being heard. By week 3, something beautiful starts to unfold. You begin to genuinely enjoy it. Not every interaction is magical, of course. Some are awkward, some fall flat. But even the failures no longer shake you. You've built emotional resilience. You've learned that rejection is just a moment, not a reflection of your worth. You don't take it personally because you understand that every person is walking around with their own thoughts, their own fears. And in that understanding, you find freedom. You also begin to discover how powerful kindness is. A compliment, a sincere question, a moment of laughter shared with someone you'll never see again. It all matters. You feel more connected to the world, more grounded in your humanity. And ironically, the more you focus on others, their stories, their smiles, their struggles, the less self-conscious you become. Confidence isn't about thinking more of yourself. It's about thinking less about yourself. By the final week, confidence doesn't feel like a performance. It feels natural. It feels like you've taken off a heavy jacket you didn't even know you were wearing. The hesitation that once paralyzed you is gone. You don't need permission to speak. You trust your instincts. You know how to handle silence, how to pivot, how to be curious without being intrusive. You don't need every interaction to go perfectly. You just need to show up. And then comes day 30. You look back, and the contrast is undeniable. You started off nervous, hesitant, unsure of yourself. Now you're calm, clear, and grounded. You've built a skill that many spend years avoiding. You've trained your brain to handle uncertainty. You've trained your heart to be open. You've proven to yourself that confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you earn. Talking to strangers might seem like a small act, but over 30 days, it becomes a mirror. It reflects who you are, how you handle discomfort, how you grow. And if you stick with it, you'll find something deeper than just better conversation skills. You'll find that the world isn't as scary as you thought, that people aren't as closed off as they seem, and that you, quietly and steadily, have become someone stronger, freer, and more alive than you were just 1 month ago. And that's something no one could take away from you.